Hi, everybody. I had to go live because the spell work didn't get out of hand, y'all. It started again. They started going hard yesterday, real hard with the spell work, y'all. This is serious, y'all. If I told y'all everything over the last 2 days, this spell work started again. It has started again. They right back out at these negative people. They are mad that they're getting their karma. So they think they're going to bind us. They're trying to bind us. Let me tell y'all what they're doing. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all what they're doing because this spell work. I had to go live today. I had to go live. Y'all, they doing spell work to keep you from a few things. I'm going to tell y'all what's been happening here. See, as an oracle, I be noticing when something seems like spell work because this is ridiculous. They going buck wild, man. Dang. They going buck wild. I had to go outside immediately almost today. They using these portals like crazy. They got YouTube all slow. They locking up YouTube with all the spell work. YouTube videos uploading real slow and everything, man. They going off. These dark art people going off right now. They going off. They mad because they getting that karma. They getting that karma. They out on the street. Some of them is in financial karma. Some of them is in relationship karma. So they going buck wild. They going buck wild, y'all. They going so hard that I'm no longer doing a lot of my videos in my house anymore because I'm getting tired of them coming through these portals and putting a spell work in my energy space. Now I'm getting tired of it. I had to go outside to do y'all videos today because the spell work was too damn heavy for me to do y'all videos today. And then as soon as I came back in here to upload y'all videos, the spell work came for me. It came right for me. Y'all, this is wild. They is wrong for this. Wrong. I'm gonna wait till we get more people in here. Whoever is doing this spell work, get out of here. Get off my channel, get out of my house, and get away from me. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. You're doing it to me, you're doing it to people on this channel. Now, I'm not playing no more. You didn't came for me like 15 times a day already. It's not even lunchtime. Barely lunchtime. Barely lunchtime. And you're already in my energy. Damn shame. This is a shame here. It's a shame. And it's a bunch of females doing this spell work. It's a bunch of women. I'm getting like only a few males. Is mostly female energy doing this spell work. Bunch of insecure, bag chasing, trifling women doing this spell work. Competing with other women to get the money and doing spell work, competing to get the man in the money before spring and doing spell work to bind other women. You witches, you witches that watch my channel, stop doing the spell work. You know who you are. You know who the hell you are. You are not getting past me. I know when spell work's being done on me, and I know when it's being done a lot because the energy will get too damn heavy for no reason. This energy got extremely heavy this morning. I couldn't even be indoors. witches. Because I know some of y'all who do this spell work sit in here and watch me. And then want to gaslight me when you go here and put your readings up, want to gaslight me because you know that you're doing spell work. Channeling people's energy over and over again. That's still spell work. Tuning into the same person's energy over and over again. It's still spell work, witches. It's still spell work. Because every time you channel the same people over and over again, you're sending your toxic energy to that person. Made no sense with how heavy this energy was in here. Even when I opened the window. Because I stopped putting so many oracle messages on this channel, so some of these witches then started trying to spy and channel me because I blocked them from these mirrors. Y'all cannot see me in no mirrors in here no more. So some of y'all are sitting up here with y'all witchery, trying to channel me to find out what's going on and what I know. That's why my tongue keep on tripping up. I done almost tripped several times for no damn reason. Because some of y'all is sitting up there pulling my energy so damn much. Doing spell work. And y'all putting spells on my channel. Some of y'all are doing that. I don't know if y'all work for YouTube or what. But I'm asking for judgment for anyone who watches my channel, who keep channeling my energy and keep on doing spell work on this channel. I'm asking for judgment on you today. I'm asking God to bring judgment on you, to pull you into the spiritual court so you will be dealt with accordingly. Accordingly, because it has got to stop. Got to stop. And then some of y'all witches this channel and me want to go ahead and put those readings up and say, you're manifesting fear. Ain't nobody manifesting fear. I'm an oracle. I know with some damn spell work going on. You need to stop this nonsense, you greedy witches. It's a bunch of females doing it. Because whenever I feel like I have to be in my emperor energy a lot, it means I got some toxic females doing spell work. Whenever I feel like I got to keep away from feminine energy, it's because it's too damn toxic right now. It'll be too much stuff happening simultaneously. A sign that somebody's doing spell work on you is when too much stuff is happening to you simultaneously. God does not bring a boatload of problem after problem after problem, or binding, or trick your tongue up, or suddenly your brain getting wiped out, all kind of crazy stuff. That's spell work. The Most High don't work like that. The Most High is about balance. It's about balance. So when you got one thing after another that's happening out of nowhere, that's spell work. That is spell work. And when your angels give you an angel message to say, get some peace, it's because somebody doing spell work on you. When the angels tell you to change things up, they keep telling you to change things up, and they keep telling you to have some peace because somebody doing spell work. When you get those angel messages to tell you to take time and charge up and get your energy up, the angels see that somebody's pulling your energy. The angels can see what you can't see. And when they put you in, when the angels want to remove you from the public and say, go into hiding and charge your energy up, it's because they know somebody is pulling your damn energy. When they put you in a mode to protect your energy, where you have to be at peace and you have to be unpredictable, and they tell you to be unpredictable like the Pisces can be, somebody's doing spell work. And it's somebody around you or somebody that know you doing spell work, speaking against you, trying to bind you and trying to drain you. The angels can see everything that you can't see. And when you get in this type of energy, this fight energy like I'm in right now, that's because you fighting somebody and you don't know who you fighting. You fighting their energy. You fighting their energy. When a woman gets too much in her emperor energy, it's because she fighting spell work coming from the female world, from the feminine world. Because an emperor is the one who fights for his kingdom. The emperor and the knights are the physical fighters. So when someone is too much in their emperor energy, it's because they're up against a force they may not see, but their chakras can feel that they're up against some sort of force that's negative. And those night cards in some of these oracle readings and readings I've been doing, the knights have been coming out, which means spell work. The knight cards, the knights of swords and stuff coming out. That means spell work. Knights are fighters. Knights are there to defend the spirit and energy of the emperor of the kingdom. So when you keep on being in your knight energy, your swords energy, somebody is up against you. Somebody's up against you. You don't need to know who they are. The Most High will always manifest you into a piece on the chessboard when you're up against a certain energy. So when you are in your night swords of night energy and you keep pulling out your swords, somebody's fighting you in secret. Somebody's fighting you, somebody's trolling, somebody's channeling, stalking, and they're putting spell work on you and they're trying to harvest your energy. So that's why you're in that sword energy. That's why you will get in the swords. You will get, as they say in the spiritual card reading world, swords. Swords. These people need to stop. They're messing with your electronics. They're trying to wipe your brain. They're trying to cause problems with your bank accounts. Some of these banks is closing down because they didn't put spell work on the banks. They didn't put spell work on the banks. See? Everybody think this is a good thing that the banks are closing down? No, it's not. No, it's not. You put your money into an online company, they might run off with your money. You had your money around the house, somebody robs you and steals your money, or your house burned down and your money burned down with it. We need banks. We need the banks with their fireproof safes and all that. We need that. We actually need them. And people keep on thinking, people, this trending thing, we don't need banks. Yes, the hell you do. Unless you got a fireproof safe big enough to hold all your assets and all your money built into your crib, you need a bank. You can't be trusting these online sites to hold your damn money. A lot of them are scams. You need some of the oldest banks, senior banks that's been around a very long time. You need them banks. And these banks, a lot of these banks, exactly. You cannot keep money and gold in your home. Why? Because there are psychic spies. They cannot spy in a bank. You know why they can't spy in a bank? How often do you see mirrors in a bank? You don't see too many mirrors behind the counter where they're counting money. They can't see past all that iron where your money is stored away at. They cannot see. These psychics can't tune into that. Otherwise, they would know how to break into these banks. Them banks are spiritually protected from psychic eyes. When you have money in your house, your money's not protected. Your money is not protected. I don't know why people are on this trend where I need to look at this. Look at this live. This live frozen here. See y'all? It just keep doing it. How's that working out for you? You lose your bank cards, you lose money around your house, your wallets and your purses get moved without you knowing. It's not safe to have your money and your wallets all laying around your house. These spirits is coming through these portals. They got psychic spies. Some of these spirits can run off with your wallet and you'll never see your damn wallet again. It's not safe. But they want to make you think this old toxic trend that's going on. Take your money out the bank. Take your money. Your money is under a protection contract. There's a contract you sign with the bank. In case something happened to your money, you can sue. You can get your money. Who you want to sue if something happened to your money in your house? Nobody to sue but yourself. We are not safe in our homes. We are literally, you think you're safe in these homes? No. Why do you think they got mirrors in the house? Why do you think a lot of your kitchen stuff is glass? You think that's by mistake? That you can see your reflection in your microwave? That you can see your reflection in your ice box? That you can see your reflection in your pots and pans? Y'all think that's by mistake? That's so you could get spied on. That's so you could get spied on. But you don't see too many banks with mirrors behind the counter and you can see your reflection, and you don't see that at the banks because they know what we don't know. They know that people can spy and see what they are doing with that money, and they don't want nobody spying. If you sitting and doing your business and you're budgeting at your kitchen table and you facing your ice box and you facing your microwave and all of that, you getting spied on. That's a reflection. Your reflection is in there. Long as your reflection can come through something very strong like a microwave or a frigidaire where your reflection is strong in, they got machines, they got psychics that can see you. I'm telling y'all the straight up truth. They could do dimensional watching. They could watch you. They know how to do. These scientists and God, they didn't leveled up. They know how to bend the mirrors and reflection and stuff and see different things in different cities and people's homes and stuff. Ever since I moved in this house, I've had countless things stolen from me. Ideas I speak out loud suddenly come out after me. I can't speak nothing out loud downstairs. I cannot speak nothing out loud beyond this point. Because if I speak anything out loud near a mirror where there's a mirror, it gets stolen. These monitoring spirits be running it to the people. And the spell work did not want me to give y'all this information because I had some critical information to give y'all. It corrupted the video. I tried to upload the video to y'all and it corrupted the video. Soon as I tried to upload that video to y'all today on this YouTube channel, the spells corrupted the video so that I can't even give y'all this video. But I'm going to give it all to y'all right here. You're not supposed to be manifesting a damn thing up in your crib. Your crib is for sleeping, eating, and using the potty and showering. That's all. Forget what these people are telling you. Forget what these people are telling you. Your house is rigged. It's rigged so you can get spied on. All these cribs is rigged. The only way you cannot get spied on as much is if you are under some type of wooden shelter or some place where there is no mirrors around you. No mirror reflection at all. Believe it or not, they can't spy on you in a library. They cannot spy on you in an old-fashioned library. Why do you think they're shutting down these old-fashioned libraries? Why do you think they want to put all the books online? Because they want to spy on you. They don't want you going to these old school libraries. They can't watch you. There's no mirrors around those tables. Those bookshelves are made of wood in front of you. They can't see through that wood. That's Mother Nature. They're not spying on you through something natural like some wood. They're not spying on you through that. They cannot see through those wooden bookshelves in those old school libraries. They can't. Our Native American ancestors, they didn't do no manifestations inside of their tent because some of their tent was so thin that the moonlight could come in. And the moonlight was allowing the spell work to get in through their tents. So you know what they would do? They would wait until it got darker where they could not be seen. They could not be seen. And they never spoke their culture out loud. They might have wrote it in some wood or some stone, but they didn't speak it out loud. Only time they were allowed to speak it out loud is when the shaman prepared a protection circle. When the shaman would prepare a very protective circle so that entities and demons could not hear them or tune in. Nope. The best place to manifest is in sunshine. The demons have a hard time tuning into you when you got direct light on you, or you are surrounded by wood. It has to be something natural. It has to be something natural that Mother Nature made, not man made. It has to be natural, like sunshine beating down on you, or you in a cabin or surrounded by wood. If you ever go stay in a cabin for a weekend, you'll see you're full of ideas. You're manifesting. I mean, it's like you suddenly get abundant because they cannot come at you. They cannot overpower Mother Nature. They are bound. They are bound by rules. I lost my cool too, y'all. Hi, Percy. Thank you for the donation, Percy. I lost my cool too. I had a couple of tired moments in the last 2 weeks. But it's the spell work. It's jumping on family members and friends, and then they coming to us, and then we getting in fights with them and stuff. It's crazy. Haven't some of y'all ever noticed how suddenly you're extra hungry when you go in your crib? Because they put spell work on your stomach, on your genitals, and everything when you're sitting in your crib. But soon as you go outside, soon as you sit out in the sunshine, soon as you sit at the park, suddenly you're not doing those toxic things. You can overcome some habits because you in a home, when you in your crib, you in a crib full of spells, y'all. You're just walking around with spells around you. Family members and spoke stuff on you, friends, neighbors, people that spying, spirits, earthbound spirits that spoke spells on you. Disgruntled, jealous, earthbound spirits that never liked you is standing around putting curses and spells on you. You might got a grandma that never liked your butt standing around you, floating around you in the spiritual dimension, all negative. I'm telling y'all the truth. Whew. And the reason why some people burn sage is because sage fogs up it fogs up the portals. It disrupts these portals, and it disrupts the crystal balls, and it hurts their eyes from when they're watching you. So that's why sage works. It's like taking ash wood and going in the face of these witches. That's why they cannot stand sage. Narcissists cannot stand sage. That's the ultimate test. If you burn sage around a narcissist and they don't like it and they get irritated by it, you know they're a demon. You know they're a narcissist for real. Not one damn narcissist like sage. Yep, and they don't like that either. Every time you bring somebody new in your crib, do the sage test. Fog up the room with sage and see how they act. Say, hey, You like sage? You like sage candle? Burn some sage candle. If they go, woo, woo, that's a demon, y'all. That's a demon. That's a demon. I'm telling you, no lie. Yup. If you are talking your ideas out loud and manifesting your ideas, you have to have music on that pierces their ear. You have to have music on that will they'll block them out. Classical music will literally deafen them. They cannot stand classical music. Classical music, like the flute sound and all that, it pushes them back. It pushes the witches and the spirits away from you. This is why when you are manifesting and trying to come up with ideas, you need to play classical music or things that go bing. They cannot stand it. They cannot stand the frequency. They cannot stand the sound of angels. It is like if an angel sound come out, they get crippled. They start shaking up and they go into convulsions. They cannot stand it. They cannot stand it. So you need to play like classical music through your day. Like just play the classical music, the flutes and even the tubas and even that, you know, play classical music like 3 times a day. I'm telling you, y'all, they do not like that. They do not like it. When we went, when I went to a performing arts school, they made us listen to classical music like 3 times at school. And everybody was super smart. All the kids were smart. They were like genius. Everybody was getting A's and B's because the energy was positive and no demon energy would come in our school because it couldn't stand the classical music. They cannot stand it, y'all. They cannot stand it. That's another sign of somebody becoming a narcissist is when they play classical music, but they say, "Oh, I can't tolerate too much of that." Only, nah, I'm cool. No, narcissist, narcissist. Because classical music is inspiring. Classical music, it gets you motivated. It is extremely powerful for your subconsciousness, for your brain. So if someone just like I can't stand classical music, and you listening to rap, they say they listening to rap and hip hop. No, bye, bye, bye. Dismiss me. You're not a light worker. You're not a light worker. You're not a light worker. If you all hooked on rap and hip hop and gangster type stuff, and you would rather listen to that than something that would inspire you for ideas, you lost. You lost. If you want to hear somebody else's voice in your head, always telling you what to think about people and what to think about life, like rappers do. If you always want to listen to that instead of having your own voice in your own head, making up your own mind about the world and people, you no, you're not a light worker. Because when you listen to classical music inspires you to trust your own mindset. You're using your own mind. You're like literally accessing parts of your brain where your voice has been tucked away somewhere, and now all of a sudden you can access it. Your osmosis get very strong. I'm telling y'all, this spell work went buck wild. It got people. I mean, I tried to get gas. This lady was like, she just did a whole flip. Soon as I got near her to pay for my stuff when I was at the counter, she went hard. I said, wow. She went real hard at me. I said, okay, it's like that out here. It's like that out here. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you, Percy. Thank you, Yelena. And I'm gonna tell y'all some other the spell work. Some of the things that's being put on y'all is the devil is trying to make you be self-absorbed with your stuff. The devil is trying to make you be a hoarder right now. I'm telling you no lie. That's a spell on you right now. The spell work on you is for hoarding. That's one of the main spells. The devil don't want you to release stuff. The devil don't want you to take nothing to the thrift store and take nothing to the Goodwill. The devil wants you to think like that you got to cling to everything that you got because you're headed for another breakthrough. You're in the in between right now. Check out my oracle messages on the Hawk channel. I got some oracle messages coming. The devil tried to stop me from giving y'all these oracle messages. It literally corrupted one of my videos. It literally refused to let me upload any videos. It fogged up my camera. The devil came full force at these videos today. It did not want me to give y'all these critical messages because we're in the in between. And when you in the in between, the devil wants you to make a mistake because the devil don't want you to have that next breakthrough. The devil don't want you to have a leap. It wants you to go on downhill while you're in the in between. It wants you to stay heavy and messy. That's what it wants you to do. So the second spell work that's on you is it doesn't want you to take care of yourself. It wants you to work harder, smarter, grind harder, smarter, smarter. No, no, you're not supposed to be doing that right now. Today is about detoxing, getting stuff out of your crib and giving it away, give some stuff away, um, and self-care and peace and mindfulness in your mind, quiet. That's what a lot of today is about. Now I wrote down a few other oracle messages as well, but the devil don't want you to have no quiet today. The devil wants you to be tripping, losing stuff, fighting with electronics, and neglectful of yourself and all kind of stuff. Going buck wild today. Buck wild. It wants to mess around with your bank cards and all that. It's messing with the banks right now and messing with your bank card right now. So I'm telling y'all, but just be on it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all some stuff like this, when I come up in the live and go hard like this, I must have been seeing some things around here, and I did. I saw some things around here today. Some things happened. It was no, uh. My Hawk channel, it's um I'll post the link in the community news. But keep watch of your bank card, your bank stuff. Keep watch of your money. Check your money today. Check, I'm telling you no lie. Check your money, organize your wallet. Organize your wallet. As a matter of fact, don't even carry your take $20 with you and leave the rest out at home. I'm telling you, it's witchcraft being put on your money. Straight up. Straight up. Because these dark art people, they are bag chasing hard. And so they're trying to put spells and block other people from getting money in March. They want to be able to pay their bills and they don't want you to pay your winter bills. They don't want you to pay your electric bill that you might have fell behind on or your gas bill or any of that. They don't want you to be caught up by spring. They don't want you to be caught up. They want to be ahead. They want to be ahead of you. So they doing spell work to put you in financial binds and all this kind of stuff. So make sure that you don't even be carrying all your wallet stuff with you. Sit down, check your bank account because somebody might have hacked it, somebody might have got some of your money or something. So check all that, do your little budgeting, and then go ahead and leave the rest at home and take your little $50. Take your $50 with you. $50 with you. That'll get you a cab or a hotel or motel room if you get stuck. If you get stuck, or at least it'll get you get you a bus fare a ride and some food to get where you need to go if your car break down. But y'all, I am telling you, the spell work trying to get you to do 5 different things, to be on the treadmill, be a straight up slave today. And you're supposed to be cutting back. You're supposed to be actually doing research and gathering info and getting counseling and therapy. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now. This is therapeutic. This is therapeutic and counseling. You're not supposed to be like, I need to work harder, smarter. No, no, this is energy saving mode. This is energy saving mode. Okay? Energy saving mode. It wants you to be too burnt out to take a leap, to leap for your next manifestation. It doesn't want you to have enough energy to do it. It doesn't want you to. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is the time when you're supposed to be getting a couple books and looking up some stuff to help you with your mental health and your therapy and all of that. You're supposed to be sitting back, reading that stuff, relaxing, getting some solutions, getting some fresh air, and chilling, like straight up chilling. Like don't be grinding like you want to trying to get money. No, y'all, I'm telling you. And y'all know this ain't on nobody else's channel. Y'all been on YouTube this morning, so y'all know what's going to happen. These fake little witches that like to watch my channel is going to be telling y'all all this stuff. And I'll know that they took it from me because it came after I asked the angel specifically after certain things happened. Certain things happened to me today. And I asked the angels and they said, look. And they sent me to an angel number right after I asked them. They said, look at the number. They said, look at the number. Look at the clock. And then they also said a few things. So this oracle message is not in the forecast. This is not in the forecast. This is based upon what I experienced today and the answers the angels gave me. So there's no way all these tarot readers and all these witches should be having all my oracle information. They should not be having this. They should not be putting up readings after me, telling y'all all this oracle stuff. I am a spiritual detective. I'm an ambivalent. An ambivalent person is an extrovert and introvert. And when you are both, because it's rare, only 20% of the people in the world is an ambivalent. Ambivalent. Only 20% of people in the world are. I am both, which means I'm called to be, that's right. I'm called, okay, an ambivert. All right. I've been my whole life, and oracles are, I'm called for the dark and the light. I'm called for the dark and the light. All right. Be careful saying you are one, because if you are one, get up on this YouTube and doing what I'm doing. Because ambiverts, see, I didn't finish what I was saying. Ambiverts, we're extroverts because we are serving God. We are serving. We are serving. But usually our dominant is introvert. But we are an extrovert because of our spiritual rising, because of what we do for God. Not no 9 to 5 stuff. Not no, I'm an extrovert because I talk to people. No, 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 no. There's introverts that talk to people. They're picky about who they talk to. They're still talking to people. Keanu Reeves is still talking to people. Still talking to people. Introvert isn't someone just locked away and never talking to people. Introverts still talk to people. But if you're an extrovert, introvert is because you're called for a very important mission that requires you to be public. And that's why you're an extrovert. That's why you're an extrovert. Otherwise, you would be just an extrovert. You would be just an extrovert. I do not try to synchronize with me, because I will give you some other information to let you know whether whether you're an introvert or extrovert. I will bust your balls with this, okay? I will bust your balls with this, because a lot of people love to claim that because they think that gives them some kind of like brownie points. Are you serving God? Are you just sitting at home and kicking it with some friends and talking and all that? Or and you just sitting on the phone? You ain't in public. You in hermit energy, just talking on the phone. Guess what? You're just an extrovert. You're just an extrovert. But when you are introvert, extrovert is because you have to go introvert to go in to connect with God, and you got to go extrovert because you got to be public like Jesus and Moses. So that's why you're doing both. That's why you're both. Otherwise, you would just be either an all extrovert where you can't stand being alone a lot, or you would be an introvert where you cannot stand being around people too often. All right. All right. Just because you don't have friends don't mean you're an introvert. Stop it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. There's a lot of people who are claiming that they're introvert, but they sitting up on the phone running their mouth with coworkers. They're talking to coworkers. They're talking to their family members. I don't give a damn. If you're talking to family members, you're still not an introvert. If you was a real introvert, introverts, a hardcore introvert, a legit introvert, they have the time, don't even talk to no one. They don't talk to strangers. They don't talk to family. They don't talk to friends. They talk to no one. Okay? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You're just saying everything that I say. You're waiting till I talk. Yeah, you do. You're on this internet, which tells me that you're not a true introvert. Introverts, introverts, they're not even chatting up in the chat box. They don't do that either. Introverts are the people that you see that don't give a damn about chatting. They're not about commenting. They're not about up on YouTube and all that. Half of them is living off the grid. True introverts are living off the grid, like these homeless people that's sitting on the curb, not talking to nobody all day. And they just sitting up there talking to themselves. Introverts are people that do not even care about social media. They don't even care. They don't care about chatting. That is a real introvert. That is a real introvert. You know, I got on the internet late because I was mostly introvert. I got on the internet to do this. I didn't get on the internet to chit chat. I don't give a damn about chit chatting. I'm not trying to be smart, but I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I don't know who's saying Satan and all this, but bye. As I said, a true introvert don't even like social groups online. And that's the truth. I got on the internet late. Facebook was already around. YouTube was already booming. I got on this internet. I got on this internet not too long ago, like a few years ago. I got on the internet a few years ago and I got on here to teach poetry on YouTube. Somebody said, why don't you get on YouTube to teach poetry? I said, what the hell is YouTube? And somebody said Facebook. I said, what is Facebook? People were looking at me like I'm crazy. I just got a cell phone. I got a cell phone years after the cell phones were out. I didn't care about getting a cell phone. If it wasn't for the fact that I used my cell phone to teach, I wouldn't have a cell phone. My introvertness I would not care to have a cell phone. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if y'all know this. If I ever told y'all, I don't have a cell phone. I have a business phone. I got me a cell phone that's for business, for corporate. This is a corporate phone. This is not a cell phone that you like, oh, I'm talking to stuff. This cell phone is a Google Pixel corporate phone. This is for classes. If you look at my apps on my phone, it's all learning apps. It's all educational apps. I got a cell phone for educational purposes. I do not care to talk to anybody on this damn phone. Nobody. I don't call nobody on this phone. I don't give a damn. I'm on here to talk to teach about God, to teach. Me and my husband talked for 2 minutes on the phone today. 2 minutes. Hi, you got the groceries? I got the groceries. See you at the house. Bye. Because he's mostly an introvert too. My husband is mostly an introvert. So he don't care about chit-chatting on the phone. He don't care about a bunch of talking either. We don't care about that. We know we doing business. We handling business. Y'all, I'm telling you. Me and my husband could be in the same room and you would not even think we're together because we don't hug each other, cling to each other. We're not running and running mouths, running, talking up a storm and stuff. No, we too busy in the room like, okay, whatever. We got business. And when the lights go down at night, I'll see you. When the lights go down, when all my work is done, I'll see you. Woo, the way our ancestors did it. When it's time to get busy and it's time to have date night and it's time to get together at night, I'll see you. Other than that, I don't want to talk to you all day. I don't want to. I'm working for God. I don't got time for it. This war needs to be won. I hope more people take this seriously, as serious as I'm taking. Because every single moment you spend running your mouth with a friend or a family member or a neighbor or somebody on the street, you're not doing God's work. You're not doing things that monks do to level up intelligence. You're just wasting your time running your mouth and socializing online and offline for no damn reason. You're wasting your time. I don't waste time. I don't care. Being an extrovert and being an extrovert all the time is time wasting. It's wasting time. I get so aggravated when somebody wants to hold a conversation with me in the street and on the phone. What for? What for? Are we doing talking business? Are you going to join with me with my fight for God? No, I don't want to talk to you. See, when you really know how real demons are, and you really do know they exist, you won't be wasting your time no more. You will not be wasting your time no more. You will not. My life changed forever. After I heard that demon talk to me in its actual voice in the room like a human being, an actual demon spoke in the room like a human being. After I heard that demon talk in its real voice, it changed me forever. It changed me forever. I said, I'm going to have to do God's work because I don't ever want to hear that again. I don't ever want to hear that again. Sometimes it takes for something very alarming and spiritual to happen to you to stop wasting your damn time. Because that's a spell too. People put spells on you to make you waste your time. There's gossiping spells, spells that keep you hooked up in gossiping or laying up. There are spells that people can do on you that make you do those things to waste your time. The devil wants most of all to make you waste your time. That's one of his whole main mission. And a lot of them ain't going to speak like this because they ain't fought with no demon. Sometimes it takes for you to fight face to face with these demons for real, not like in it while they possessing somebody, but to be literally confronted by a demon face to face. I actually had a demon actually confront me. I'm still not over this, y'all. I was thinking about going to the government and see if they could do hypnosis so they can get more of this information out of me. But I fought a demon face to face at my old apartment, face to face. And this mother effing demon thought it can actually talk in the room. Like it realized that I wasn't going to back down. So it challenged me face to face. It grabbed me by my throat. It tried to choke me out. It came up across the bed. It was shadowy, and it restrained me in my bed. It spoke from across the room in its loud, thunderous voice. I was at straight up war because it wanted my child. It was trying to literally take my child. It was trying to take my child. And when my husband came in to help, it literally put it literally attacked my husband, and it put burn marks all over my husband's body. It put burn marks all on his body. My husband woke up with burns on his body. And then he had a priest come in, and his mother, and they blessed the place. So the demon started hanging out in my room instead of where the blessing where the priest put the where the protection was at. And then I fought with this thing. I fought with this thing constantly. It was even coming for the kids. My daughter's friends was coming over. This demon was disrespecting her friends and stuff. It got so out of hand. It even was going upstairs and attacking the upstairs neighbors. They was complaining about it. This demon manifested all this water in my upstairs neighbor's bed and was tormenting the neighbors upstairs too. They moved out and told us they refused to live in an apartment with a demon. My upstairs neighbor came down and said, I'm moving. Me and my wife is moving. I said, why? He said, we have a demon up here. I said, we have a demon down here. And that demon was going upstairs, downstairs, because it was one building. It was just traveling. That's what that demon was doing. My friends was complaining, kids was complaining. My one friend, literally, it possessed her right in front of our eyes. We was all sitting in the living room, and my friend was laying on the sofa, and all of a sudden she started acting like somebody else. And all of a sudden her voice went real deep, and she started getting real violent, and it possessed her in front of us, y'all. This is real. When you experience something like this for a year straight, that you start reaching out. I tried to contact the government. I contacted ghost hunters and see if they could help. This demon was caught on tape. I was recording something, and its voice was on the tape. And I sent it to ghost hunters, and they said it was authentic, that there is something wicked talking on the tape. And they wanted to come to my house and set up a whole station in my house to try to catch this demon on tape, on video, since they knew it was on audio. This is a true story. This is a true story. At my last apartment, and I plan to let y'all see this apartment. I'm going to go revisit it and let y'all see me stand so y'all can see this place. Because somebody moved in right after us, and they up in here with that demon. They up in here with that demon. Somebody said, get up on. My family had me wasting time. Yes, I'm telling you, when you fight a demon, and when I came in here, when I moved in this house, I saw a demon in that other room. It climbed across the wall, and I said, "Oh wow!" When we were moving in, I saw it crawl right across the wall, and I said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "What the hell is that?" But so when a lot of these pastors and priests, they haven't experienced anything like this. They haven't experienced anything like this. They're just reading scriptures and books. They're just reading scriptures and books. But when you truly experience something so shocking, where I mean, the demon in my old apartment, it possessed my friend. It momentarily possessed me. I was standing in my doorway of my kitchen, and all of a sudden I had no control over my body. It was controlling me. I was going like this, and I was fighting it. I can hear it, and I can hear it. And I was like, get out of my body. And it was like, no, it didn't want to get out my body. And it was like trying to move me, and I was trying to stop it. It was trying to make me do stuff, y'all. And I said, get out. And I was screaming in my mind, ow. And somehow I like shocked it, and it like left out my body. And it was in my body for a while because I was cooking beans. And when it finally got out of my body, the beans on my stove was burnt. So it was in my body for a minute trying to control me. This is real. So When I go to tell y'all, when I tell y'all this stuff is real, I'm telling y'all this stuff is real. These demons, they are literally using your crib. They are using your crib. And time travelers, and aliens. Aliens are doing it too. There's an alien that comes here. I wish this alien would stop coming here. I don't know why. Yeah, look at this. It blurred. I don't know what's going on. There it is. I don't know. But I caught an alien coming into my room. It was cloaked. And I knew it was an alien because I can feel physical flesh, but I couldn't see it. See? That's the difference. So when I can feel a whole body, when I can feel like a body just came in the room, but I can't see it, I knew it had to be an alien or a time traveler. And I said, "Who are you? Get out of my room." And the way it came so fast, like it was floating in a spaceship or something, as if it had no feet. That's why I knew it was an alien and not a time traveler. It was moving to like this. The way it came at me was like this. So I knew it was like an alien riding some type of device or in some type of device or something, cloaking, floating device. And it came real quick near my bed, and I said, "Get out of here." Yeah, I saw a couple of aliens. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't want to talk too much because they have been coming to me since I was a teenager. These aliens have been coming to me since I was a teenager. They've been coming for me and my friend. Me and my friend Jamal was kidnapped. Now, people will think I'm making it up, so I'm not going to get in too deep. But I was literally kidnapped by an alien. I was literally kidnapped. I know what their spaceship looked like. I know what their room looked like, the room that they put everybody in. I woke up too early. Like I came to consciousness a little bit too early. And I saw the little dude. I saw the little dude. It was in this room of like pure light, but it wasn't angel light. It was fake. It was, I don't know what that light was, but it was like their form of a hospital room or something. And I saw the little alien dude, and he was floating, and he had a real big head, y'all. He had a real big head, and he had a tiny little body, and he was floating. He was floating, and his eyes was hollow. You could see all the way through his eyes. It was hollow, and I could feel like there was other figures near me, and they was tall. I mean, the aliens that was near me was tall. They were very tall. Okay. I'm not going to say no more. Can you tell your story? Because every time I tell my story, somebody say the same thing. Can you tell me what you experienced in this alien room? Because I'm not going to say no more. I'm not going to say no more. What did their spaceship look like? Because I know what their spaceship looked like. And I know what they did to me. I know the experiment that they actually did to me. I know what they did. I know what their spaceship looks like. When I was going in their spaceship, when I was going in their spaceship, I saw it. I was woke. I know what their spacecraft looks like. So what happened to me didn't happen to you, babe, because you should know. No, it didn't, babe. What do they do when you're in that room? Because I know what they do. What did they do? What is one of the first things they do to you when you're in that room? Because there is something that they do. There is something that they do as soon as you come in that room. Everybody think it's experiments. No, that's not the first thing. Nope. No. No, it's not. Nope. Nope. They sent you back with something. What did they send you back with? I hate when people always say they had the same experience. So I'm not going to say no information. I'm going to quiz you. If you had the same experience, what did they send you back with? Because they did, there's something they sent you back with. There's something that you have. See, that's why it's important never to compare yourself with other people. Never say that you're the same. Never say that. That's stepping in other people's moment in time and story. We're not the same. What happened to me did not happen to you. You should be able to tell me the exact thing that I know. I just asked you and you're not doing it. What did they send you back with? What did they send you? I wasn't in my apartment. They literally took me. They literally took me. And that's not the first thing. They also came to my apartment before and they did something to me in my room. They did something to me in my room and on their spaceship. Okay, you just said the same thing happened to you. Then don't say the same thing happened to you. It did not happen to you. It did not happen to you. It did not happen to you. One of the things is they sexually assaulted me. They sexually assaulted me. That's one of the things they did to me. You still haven't told me what they did. You just said surgery because I'm not going to tell my story so you can conveniently say it's the same. I want to hear your story. When somebody say we the same, I say, okay, then tell me what you went through. Because I know one of the things that they do while they're here. One of the main things while they're here, it ain't got nothing to do with your wound. It's another reason because they did the same thing to my friend. They did the same thing to my friend, and he described the same experience. I never told him what I experienced, and his story was the exact same thing as mine. I'm gonna get Jamal in here so y'all can talk to him one day. We're gonna do a live video, a split video. I'm gonna have Jamal in here. He has the exact same story, but I never told him my story. They don't want us to be as powerful. They're trying to keep us primitive. They're trying to keep us primitive. That's their main goal. They don't want us to catch up with their technology. They don't want us to catch up with their intelligence. If you are if you seem to be having some sort of intellectual major breakthrough or something, and they see that you're like kind of like off the grid with some type of genius or intelligence or something that you're in, they will come and they want to figure out how are you doing it and you're human, and they want to try to stop it. One of their main goals is to block your osmosis. They want to stop that. They don't want us to become a threat. They don't want us to be able to fight against them. So they're trying to limit. They're trying to limit our learning abilities. They want to keep us from learning fast. They don't want us to have um quick learning abilities where we can learn and absorb information as fast as them. They don't want us to do this. They don't want us to do that. And if you're showing signs that you can do that, they will come for you. They will come for you. If you show signs early on, if you show signs of this, and it's like kind of like, okay, mm, you're not even listening. You're just competing. Mm, no, they don't collect DNA. No, no, no. They're not your friend. But go ahead and think they were healing your body. That's what you think. No, they're not. They're not. They're not here to heal. They're not the source of all creation. They're not God. So they're not here to heal you, baby. You don't need aliens to heal you. They're not here for that. But that's okay. You're allowed to think that though. You're allowed to think that they're not here for that. If they control your body in any way, they're not doing God's work. There is forbidden to control the body of something that God created. That is forbidden. So for them to restrain you, kidnap you, and all that, that's not to help you. No. Because if they was really there for you, trying to help you, if they was really there for you to help you, they would not be hiding. They would not be cloaking. They would publicize their help. They would say, I'm here to help you. They would ask for your permission to help your body. The fact that they are touching your body without your permission, they are not for you. Stop thinking these aliens is for you. They're not. They're here to oppress your ability to learn, your osmosis. Anytime you're on a breakthrough borderline of having osmosis empowerment where you're unlocking some genius or gift or something, they will come for you then. Because my friend, he's very gifted in flow state with literary, and I'm very gifted in poetry. And they came for us, okay? They came for me and him. And what y'all don't know is they don't need to see us to identify us. We're not chipped. We're not chipped. We have invisible bracelets on. Now, I know people don't want to hear this. There is an invisible bracelet on this wrist. You cannot see it, but it is there, y'all. It's an invisible bracelet. It's here. It's an invisible bracelet. Because my friend, he said the same story, and he did not even know what happened to me. I asked him, I said, what did they do? He said they put some invisible bracelet on me, like it was a bracelet. I said, me too. Me too. Okay. Somebody said gotta get the kids. You're very welcome. Enjoy your day. And then I asked him what in the room. He described the same situation. And it just so happens that we're both very gifted in something, like almost a genius. We're both like basically like a genius in something, like me with poetry and him with like rapping and language and stuff. He can literally just rap all day. This guy is like a beast. Like I'm telling y'all, it's weird. Like he's a rhyme genius. He has this osmosis with rhyming. And he said the same thing. He said they were screwing around with my head and stuff. I said, me too. And I said, I said, did you see something? He said, I saw a bracelet. And he described it. I was like, I saw that same bracelet. So it's like this bracelet that floats. It floats around your wrist and it's like white, but it looks like it has some metal to it, like some metal behind it or something. And it's like some special type of metal or something. It's like some metal you never seen. And it floats around your wrist. Now, I don't talk about it too much because if you talk about it, they come again. I don't, and they speak some old language, y'all. Like it's like a mixture of several languages. Like some of the language that they speak is Latin. It's like I think it's like a mixture. It has Latin in their language. There is Latin in the alien language. I'm gonna tell you one of the what it was a Latin word that it spoke. Now these grays that you see, they're here for the actual experiment. The grays come to make sure that the right person was kidnapped. Okay. So they're making sure that the right person was kidnapped. The grays are not here to kidnap you. They are the supervisors in the experimentals. Okay. So I don't know what you mean by yes, you're right. Nobody knows about that tag. You know why I know not too many people know about that bracelet? It's because I woke up. See, unless you woke up in the room, you're not going to know about that bracelet because you can't see it. See, you can't see it. But I woke up. I was woke through the whole transfer. I actually saw what the inside of their shit looked like. I was woke. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It was as if I was just high up. They didn't realize that when my eyes was partly open like this, I could see what was going on. They didn't realize it. I didn't make a sound because I knew if I did, they would like knock me all the way out. They would know. So I was trying to like see what was going on without them knowing that I'm seeing. So I was like playing dead. Like when I was floating, because they was around me and I was floating like this. I had my eyes halfway open like this. And I was seeing though, okay? Nobody knew they spoke Latin. Unless you heard them speak, you did not know that Latin was in their voice. If you heard they speak, I would like for you to share one of the words they use because I heard the words. Okay, I'm not trying to be smart, but they spoke a certain word that is half Latin. I went a lot. I had to go through a lot to look up this word, y'all. And when I looked up this word, it said it said part of the word is said from the Latin language. That's only reason why I know they speak some Latin is because I heard them say it. Okay. I could actually say the word that they spoke. Now they don't always speak out loud. They speak to each other through telepathy. Okay. Through telepathy. But I heard them actually speak out loud. Now they're from like they're from some planet. The ones that like to come here that I know of, they're from some planet that's like a red planet. It's like a reddish planet, and it's real far out there, y'all. It's real like out there. It's like a reddish planet. Yeah, y'all. I saw the inside of their spaceship. All I gotta say, there was there's the real tall ones and they're very lean and they're like dark green looking. They look like lizards, but they're not. And then there's this really short ones that are like real chubby and pinkish red. Real, and it looks like kind of almost like a goblin. There's a real short one, and it's here to like that's their like bodybuilder one. It like restrains you. But they got some sort of way where they use the starlight to help them. They use the darkness to help them to cloak. That's why they don't like to take you during the day because you may risk seeing their silhouette of their cloaking. So they use the shadow energy in the room because it's better for them to cloak. But if they step into the starlight, it kind of like disrupts their cloaking and then you can see them. Yeah. Somebody said enjoy. Yeah. And y'all, they're trying to disarm our third eye. They're now trying to block our third eye. They don't want us to know that they're coming. So if your psychic abilities start getting strong again, they will come for you. If you're getting too psychic and you're just tuned in and you're starting to tune in, they'll come and they have some type of powers where they can like do stuff to you where they just go like this. They can literally just go like this on you. And it's some type of power that they have. And it can like disrupt your brain and stuff. Like it can like do something to your brain just with them doing like this. Yeah, they're like reptilians. Yeah. They can literally just go like this. They're so advanced that they can literally just go like this on your body and cause a disruption in your frequency. They try to like mess with your frequency by using their some type of mystic stuff they got going on that comes out of them, and they go like this. Because the last time the alien came, it didn't know, it thought I was all the way asleep, and it was here and I wasn't here. And it was right when I like my intuition was extremely strong. And then all of a sudden I said, oh, it's doing it again. And I could feel it. It was the same thing it did to me in that room. And and I woke all the way up. I just got all the way up and was like, what? I was like, get off of me. And then I felt like this force is moving away. And their spaceship is like blackish gray in the inside. It's blackish gray, and it's mm, y'all. I don't even want to talk about it too much. It's blackish gray and it's not solid. I don't know where they got that at. Their ship is not flat. There's nothing flat about their ship. It's flat on the outside, but it's not flat on the inside. And the only way you would know, you would have to be woke to have seen it. Because lots of people have seen what it looked like on the outside. On the inside, it's not flat. It's like this weird design where it's almost like their spaceship is set up to be a frequency, if that makes any sense. Like their spaceship, the walls of their spaceship is a frequency. It's some sort of frequency. I don't know if they're protecting their energy or something, and it helps them to like harness their powers, and that's why they have it like that. But it's some sort of like semi-solid metal, and it's like some fractal light, some of some kind on the grayish black, and it looks like it's some sort of frequency. Because when I was floating and my eyes was half open, I kind of looked to the side. I went like this. I like moved my eyes to the side, and I saw the design. They had some sort of like magical power or something where they were able to just move my body. Like I wasn't even on the table. My body was just moving in. Like it was just like this, just moving, y'all. That's pretty scary when somebody could just move your body along without holding you, and you're just this like controlled. We're not advanced enough to escape these aliens. There's not much you can do. They're so advanced, but they don't want us to catch up. And they want to turn our psychic abilities off. It's y'all, the more psychic you become, the more you get on their list. So if you feel like you get real psychic, then you're probably moving up. If you're getting real psychic or you're starting to become a master or a genius in something, you move up on their list. And I don't, it's like they got some type of list or something, registry of us or something. And then they say, well, you're up next. They have to come to you and mess around with you. And it's like, why we're not going to attack them, but they're just making sure that they stay advanced. They're making sure that we won't be strong enough to fight them if a war break out. They don't want too many of us to have ascension. And when you do have ascension, yeah, they gatekeeping, exactly. Exactly. When you have too many levels of ascension, that's when they start like controlling people on earth to come for you. They can control other people to attack you. That's what makes them dangerous. They can literally control the minds of other human beings and make them attack you. There's have been people who said aliens told them to do it. Like there was another voice in their head or something, and they had no control. Like the voice was in full control of them. That's alien. A lot of people are controlled by aliens. It's a lot more than you think. That's why when you be around people and you be like, how come it feel like they haven't got no energy? Because they have an alien corrupting their energy field. Narcissists are possessed by aliens a lot. Narcissists are literally controlled by aliens. They are, y'all, aliens and demons. The demons, the demons will make them be toxic. The aliens will command them, and they won't have control over their body, and they won't have control over the things they say and stuff. It will be almost like they don't even remember what they said because the alien was like controlling them. Like there's narcissists who've done stuff and they don't remember ever doing it because the alien controlled them. That's what they want us to do, y'all. They want us to like waste our brain. They don't ever want us to catch up with their intelligence. No, they didn't. They tried. They came for me one more time in here, but I they wasn't done. They was doing this to my head, and I woke up. They didn't know I was just resting, and I said, "Away from me!" Ah. So they didn't get to finish what they did. They were trying to stop. They was trying to stop it. They was trying to stop it. See, once you have ascension, they like once you have ascension, you're basically when you have ascension, you get your act. This is what ascension do. You have access to all intelligence. When you have ascension, there is no limit to your intelligence. You have access to intelligence that's beyond space and time and all of that. They don't want you to have that because they're still limited. So they don't want you to understand things on a higher level that they don't even understand. But when you have ascension, you can. You can translate things and have instant understanding of things that deal with life growth, personal growth, even your powers and stuff. And they're limited with that. So yeah, yeah. Are they also doing that with people? Yep. Yeah, they're like a virus. That's basically what they do. They try to put like a virus in you, like they put some type of energy in you that do disrupt your osmosis and subconsciousness and stuff and give you brain fog. The aliens be fogging up your brain and everything. They want you to have like slow learning abilities. It's like a virus they put in you. They're putting like a they're putting like some energy virus they're custom made. They have custom made for whatever they feel you will get too powerful in too quick. They like have a custom made virus for that. It's they have it for art. They have it for every field, like art, especially with art. They don't want us to get intelligent with art. They don't. because artistic intelligence is like one of the fastest way to get ascension. Like artistic intelligence can lead you on the path of faster way faster at getting ascension. So they don't want us to be artistic. They literally are trying to block us our artistry. They literally try to give us creative blocks and stuff. These aliens do not want us to be artistic. Being artistic comes with the mastery of everything: math, language, even your own energy and frequency. You're tuned into the angels all the time. They don't want us to do that. They don't want us to be tuned into the light celestial beings that they can't defeat, because they can't defeat them. this is why this is why like once once you like start talking to your angels more, the aliens will be like they'll find it hard to get to you, because they literally hide behind the darkness. They hide in the dark. That's right. You must ascend now. It's not an option. You must ascend so you don't be polluted by these alien viruses out here. And anytime they do put it in your field, it's like it's vanquished or something. I can't explain it. Like there's been times I can feel like an alien tried to fog me up, and then like it gets lifted within 30 minutes or 20 minutes. Like it's gone within like 30 minutes. It's like the angels whip, because you had ascension. When you have ascension, you're not allowed toxicity in your energy. If you don't remove it, it will be removed like immediately. So like, when you have ascension, you're basically like you're a celestial being. You're no longer a human, you're celestial. You are a light celestial being. And so you're not allowed any toxicity. Yeah. You know why they was able to hide from us, the narcissists? Because they a lot of us did not have ascension. A lot of us have not had ascension. People were on the borderline of ascension back in the 50s, but then all hell broke loose in the 60s. All hell broke loose. We were right there. If we wouldn't have had that toxicity going on in the 60s, it would have been more people with ascension in the 70s. When you have ascension, a narcissist cannot hide from you. It doesn't matter how much they smile. It doesn't matter how nice they are. You will feel that alien dead energy. You will feel like somebody like you're talking to someone who died. Because the aliens, they feel like death, y'all. That's what they feel like. They feel like only thing that's there is mechanical stuff. Like you'd be like, it feel like somebody's here, but whatever it is dead. It's real creepy. Like when I first started getting attacked by aliens, I noticed I kept on feeling like almost like something was dying around me. I would feel death a lot. And it's because they're not resonating with light like us. They're just very like hollow. They're so hollow. That's what it is. It's like hollow. Humans and them, did they exist on the book of Enoch? Um, Demons have been around quite a long time. They've been around. They've been around. Demons, y'all might not want to hear this, but the moment that there was death on earth, demons came. The moment that immortality was taken from us, the demons came. They they say, what's the point of, they were like, what's the point of being here when these people are immortal? The demons want to take lives. They want to destroy. They're just about destroying. So the moment that we lost immortality and God did not give it to us anymore, the rising of the demons came. It's a lot of reason why there's a lot of negativity. People are doing all they can to fake like they're not going to die. And if they can rob and steal to not feel like they're going to die, because when people are in pain and suffering and broke and poor, it's like they get a little taste of death. They start thinking about, oh, my life is wasting away and yet I'm going to die. And so the demons say this is a perfect time to get people. They're all so afraid of death. They're so fearful of death. They're all chasing money. Well, you can say what the narcissists don't have, but I know a boatload of stuff about narcissists. I ain't giving no more narcissist information out because it keeps getting stolen from my channel. I ain't saying nothing else. But I can tell you right now, they got chakras. They got all the chakras. Is that some of their chakras are no longer alive. Some of their chakras are straight up dead. Okay? Some of these chakras have died. And they don't care. When they were born with chakras, but they evoked demon energy, and the demon energy consumed some of their chakras. So they walking around with dead, shriveled up, dried up, ash bone chakras. That's why with some of their chakras, you could do all you can, and it seems like they ain't registering with you saying any information that can go to that chakra, because that chakra can no longer consume what you're saying. It's dead. And the more damaged your chakras are and more deathly dead they are, the more you start to become a bona fide demon from head to toe walking around here. The death of your chakras puts you closer and closer to being pure demonism out here. When your chakras are alive and they're full regular color that they was when you were born, they have a possibility to help you change your life in a better way. But once those chakras is dried up, like some dried up flower, some flower petals all wilted up in you, the more every time a chakra ends up like that, the more toxic and dangerous you become. I ain't gonna speak no more on it, because my information has been stolen too much. Okay. But as I was saying in this video, the spell work. Please protect y'all energy, okay? I had to do everything this way because people keep on taking my information. And the information I just gave y'all about the narcissist chakras, that was not on YouTube. I just got that. I just got that from talking to the angels. Okay? I literally asked them, they said dead. I said, what of, do they have chakras? They said, yeah, but chakras can die. Anything in you can die. Your liver can die, your heart can die, your chakras can die too. Always remember that. Always remember there is space within you that can die, can literally be corrupted, like space in your computer. It can be so corrupted that it's just basically dead. This is why you have to, when you start being toxic in a certain way, you need to find out what chakra that is, so that you can heal that chakra and take care of that chakra before it just be too corrupted. Your chakras, anytime you're going through stuff, your chakras take a hit. Okay. There's a reason why when you look in their eyes, it looks like there's no one home. And there's a reason for that. But I'm not going to say any more information. But just always remember that anything that you starve too long will die. So if you don't take care of your chakras, you can become a narcissist. You can become toxic. You have to take care of your chakras. All right. If you go through something with your throat chakra, you've been arguing and fighting and creatively blocked, and somebody choked you, you have to heal that throat chakra. Because if you don't, you're going to be disrespectful. You're going to be out here saying anything to people. You're going to be never quenched. You're not going to come up with no ideas. You're not going to be able to speak nothing divine out your mouth because your throat chakra is corrupted. It has been corrupted too long. That's why y'all got to stop arguing with people. Because one of the worst things you can do is get in a bunch of arguments with people, petty arguments with narcissists. Because when your throat chakra is corrupted and damaged, you're screwed. You are bona fide screwed. You are screwed. Mm-mm. No, no, no. When you ascend, the creator's not reminding you that you're immortal. No, no, no. It's like you're just taking what I said and trying to teach with me. Don't teach with me, babe. Because if you're not doing my job, do not try to teach with me. If you're not doing this 24/7 like I do up on these platforms and all that, don't ever try to teach about ascension with me. Have a seat and be a student. You're in my class. Do not try to teach with me or I'll put you in timeout. You are not worried about being immortal. You're not even thinking about immortal. You're not even being reminded that you're immortal because you had ascension. No. Ascension is a gift that comes to you out of the blue. You're not even concerned about ascension. I was not trying to ascend. Okay. I wasn't thinking about ascending in here. I wasn't doing work to ascend. I was just doing what the angels told me to do, and the ascension was given as a gift. But I was not in here purposely trying to ascend. I didn't even care if I lived or died. I wasn't afraid. I didn't care. I just didn't care. I wasn't thinking about being immortal. I wasn't, no. That's not a gift that comes with ascension. The ascension itself is just a gift. It's often a gift that you earn and don't even know you're earning. You're just being obedient. You're just being obedient. And it just comes upon you one day. You just all of a sudden you just do. And then you might have another level of ascension and another level until you're just like you've ascended so many levels that you run out of levels of ascension. But when they happen, they just happen. And I mentioned in another video why that happens. But I was not thinking about not one time through teaching and getting the information and all of that I get was I even thinking about, oh wow, I'm immortal now. That's the last thing is on my mind. Like what's on my mind is just making sure that I do the best I can do to appreciate the gift. When you have ascension, you're not even allowed to just walk around talking about it. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even be talking about it unless you're teaching about it. Unless you out here willing to go up against demons and fight serious battles and do God's work and teach, and serve. Stop talking about ascension. A lot of people want to claim they have it, but they hiding in their cribs. You don't get to hide out in your crib and be in hermit energy and have so much solitude by yourself without talking to people. I just go to my 9 to 5 job every day, but yet I had ascension. No, no, you can't even resist serving. It's a part of the coding that comes with your ascension. You're not waking up and going about your day to just learn for yourself. I learn nothing for myself. I get no information for myself. I don't care to get it for myself. What for? I'm I'm not in this world alone. So what is the point? Whew. Stop corrupting people. Ascension is not for the only for the angels. So be quiet. When you ascend, even as a human, it's because you've been living as an angel. If you live as an angel, you ascend. God doesn't play favorites. God is not saying only the angels can do this. We have a soul. We are souls just like the angels. Just because you're in a human body don't mean that you can't have ascension. If you live like the angels, you get what they get. You get what they get. You be able to do what they can do. And that's just the way it is. So when people love to come up in here with that toxicity, it's always that one person that want to say, only angels can ascend. Really? Then why do I have this information? How come I can ask them any damn question? How come I can literally ask them any question about spiritual stuff? And how come I do everything before the angel numbers come out? Before these angel numbers come out, I already did what they said. I don't even need angel numbers anymore. That's ascension. I don't need angel numbers no more. I do already. When I get angel numbers, it's already been done. So when somebody love to say that ascension is just for the angels, that's not true. You have spirit like them. God put you in his body because if you was just a spirit here on earth, people would run like hell from you. That's why you have to stay in this body. But guess what? You don't ever get to stop doing this. See, you're going to do this after you die. After I die, I'm going to be serving as an angel. I'm going to be someone's angel guide. I'm going to be an angel master on a spiritual plane. I'm going to be doing God's work on the spiritual plane. You don't get to ever not do this. There is no checking out. There is no, I'm just not going to help people for the next 5, 10 years. I'm not going to serve. I'm not going to talk to my angels for the next 5 years. There's none of that. You don't get to stop this when you die. And you don't get to stop this while you're in your body. So people need to stop acting like they didn't got one up and they didn't hit the lottery because they had ascension and they want to brag that they had ascension. Guess what? You never get to stop doing this work. You will put this before your family. You will put this before everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. You will be in my shoes where this is where you want to do what you want to do 24 hours a day. You wake up, can't wait to do this. Because you know just how serious this war is. You know how serious it is. And this is the thing. The more you take this stuff seriously, and you start playing around and thinking that life is just like, oh, I could just breeze through my day. The closer you become to having ascension. But not everybody, yes, some people are born angels. Now, you are right about that. Some people do come on this earth just an angel in a body. Some people do. I suspect that I have. I suspect it only because when I look back on my childhood, I always felt like I always would risk my life for other people. I would risk my life for strangers. Like I always was able to do that, even as a kid. That's not a very human thing. Like that's not a very human thing. It could be like that. I put myself in situations many times where I could have been literally murdered in the name of someone else. That sometimes I don't even know how I'm still here. How am I still here? Because I literally risked my life for people who didn't even care about me and people did I didn't even know. And I've been doing this my whole life. My family will tell you my whole life. I literally have jumped in strangers' fights who were being harassed and attacked and jumped in to help them, and I didn't know them. I never said that got nothing to do with me. I've never said that got nothing to do with me. I was in a speedway one day. This guy was being very disrespected by this cashier female. Very, very. And everyone in there pretended like all they worried about was their own business. I couldn't. And I literally said to this woman, I said, stop disrespecting him. He's here to get some drinks and you ignored him and you act like you didn't hear him. I saw this with my own eyes. She was so shocked because she saw me come in right after him. She knew we wasn't together, so she was wondering why I was coming to his aid. But the thing is, you will be like this as well. Okay? You will be like this. What are you doing? Are you here to teach? Kevin, would you like to teach? Because I mean, why are you teaching in me? Are you listening or are you trying to teach? You realize you a child of God in the flesh, nothing will ever happen to you. I don't know what you're saying. I'm getting kind of confused by your post. Whatever happens to you, it's what God decided. That's how you have to come to the point. And I'm sharing this with you, Kevin. Whatever happens to you, God has decided. And it's never really against you. Everything that you experience is to get you closer to another level of ascension. Just this, I'm gonna tell you something. Every single thing you experience, Kevin, I'm picking on Kevin, y'all. Everything you experience, Kevin, is to get you to another level of ascension. Right down to the butt whoopings you get, to the broke times, to the homeless times, to you being fired. It's all a test. It's all a part of your video game. Okay? Your spiritual video game. And the creator is seeing how you deal with it, how you rise, how you make it through, how you respond. And every time you keep on passing those tests, you fall into spiritual court to be considered for another level of ascension. It's various levels, but at some point you will not be able to ascend no more. Okay? You will never be able to ascend no more. If you are, there's other things you have to beat. If you still feel like you got to look nice, you got to look real good when you go out on a date or go out with people, that's why you probably don't have another level of ascension. You think that Jesus and Moses was worried about how fine they was when they got they when they went out here and met people and they got their tribe when Moses met his wife? No, he wasn't. If you somebody that want to spend an hour in the mirror to look real good before you go on a date, but you won't even do that, you won't even do that just to do it at home. You chasing people. You chasing people. And if you chasing people, that's one of the main ways to block another level of ascension. To be able to, I'm not going to explain it, but it's deeper. When I say that level of ascension, like it's like your body starts to vibrate intensely and intensely until boom, you've had another level of ascension. Okay, you're tested 24 hours a day. And when you ignore the angels, when the angels tell you do this, go do this, don't do that, and you hear their voices and you ignore them, then you're off the path to ascension. You're not going to be allowed to vibrate more and more and more and more and more till your spirit comes out your body, and then the angels meet with you, and then you go back with stronger powers. Always obey your angel numbers. Always obey the voices of your angels. When they whisper to you, be immediate obedient. Don't say, I'm going to do it later. Some of y'all I know will say, that's okay, I'll do it later. Nah, there is no later with your angel number guidance. There is no later. Okay? And but you know what? Do you know you don't get to choose? When God says you ascend, you ascend. When you have ascension, you ascend. You don't get to choose. And you never stop vibrating. That's another thing. I haven't stopped vibrating since. Always, a part of my body is always going like this. It's like every time I get to teaching, it's like I start going like this, and then it's like happening all day. When you have ascension, you don't choose. It's not your choice. If you don't get to choose, you don't have no say in it. You don't have no say. You just don't even have no say. It's just something that comes upon you. It's almost like, when you die, like, oh, I didn't know I was going to die and now I'm dead. Like sudden death when your heart stops in your sleep, or like, when you just die, when people just drop dead and they didn't know they were going to die. That's how ascension happens. It is a big, like, death part of what has already died about you that was too damn human like. All that has died about you that was too human like. It is the final death of that, the final removal of it. And you don't see it coming. It just happens. Um, so that's something, I want y'all to know this. It's not your choice, and it's never going to be your choice. You could be one day just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, you're just like, why am I understanding spiritual stuff? Why am I hearing these angels so strongly? Why am I getting like every answer to every spiritual question that I ask? And then you'll feel like you're just vibrating so ferociously. You're just vibrating. You'll feel like this coldness, this coolness, and you'll always be in the cool ear. It could be literally 80 degrees in here, and I'll be sitting here and it'll just be like an air condition on me. There's an air condition on me right now. It's like air conditioned ear. You will never really be able, unless you sit in a blazing sun, 110 degrees sun, you will never be able to get warm, like warm. The angels are very cool, refreshing. So you'll always be in cool, refreshing air. It'll always be around you. It's like you're just in a cool, refreshing bubble. See, that's something that these YouTubers who like to teach you about ascension, they don't tell you. They don't tell you about this cool, refreshing air that follows you around everywhere. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you how you literally have no interest in seeing your body. Like, you don't really care to look at your flesh. Like, you have no interest in that. Like, it's like, you're just like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not even, I don't care about flesh. Like, I'm cool. Like, because you realize it's no big deal. It's just really no big deal. Like, yeah, I'm taking care of myself, but no, I don't care. I don't care what anyone got to say about my looks and stuff. I don't really care. I don't even care to see it. You will just be constantly like you're forced into like humbleness 24 hours, like humble, 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 humble. It's really weird, y'all. It's really weird. And these people that always like to take my content, they love to sit in here and tell y'all like they experienced it. But one thing I know, the people who always want to talk at y'all like this when they're teaching, those people haven't had ascension. Those people haven't had ascension. Because even when you're teaching, you're forced into a humble frequency. Okay? Yeah, they're going buck wild and they're stealing like crazy right now. Look how many people I got in here, 50 some people. Now y'all know my content gonna be all over this platform now. These people, it be the same people. And if y'all ain't calling these people out, y'all might get blocked. Y'all might fall into judgment. I told y'all this. When y'all get recommended to people who put their videos up after me saying what I said, and y'all act like y'all don't see, y'all might fall into judgment. Because y'all know y'all never heard some of the things that I'm saying in here. Y'all know there's a lot of people that's faking like they had ascension. They're just coming to people like me and just taking everything we saying and putting videos up after us so y'all will think they had ascension. If someone's not talking in their regular voice when they're born, the way they were born, they haven't had ascension. If someone shows up in these videos with makeup all on their face and they're so hooked up on the lipstick and all that, they haven't had ascension. When you had ascension, you want to see yourself as most of how you look, the way your soul has arrived, your true, pure soul identity, which is matches the body that you had when you were born. So when these people get up on YouTube and they want to teach y'all about spiritualism and manifesting and all that, like they had ascension, they looking fake. There's men talking in voices like this. When you've had ascension, no, babe, you haven't had ascension. You're using a fake voice. You're being fake. When you're talking all up in somebody's face like this, always up on the camera, when you blah, 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 you haven't had ascension. You're not respecting other people's space. You're not supposed to be up in somebody's face, all up on the camera that close the whole time. You're not respecting somebody's space. People that don't respect your boundaries in your space have not had ascension. They should be trying to talk to you most of the time with as if someone is standing between y'all to respect your metaphysical space. So when these people get up on the camera and they're all like this all the time and all like this and stuff, that's arrogance. That's not humble. They're not respecting your space. See, they're not respecting your space. Arm's length away. Arm's length away. That's how they need to be talking to y'all. They stay doing that. They stay looking right up on the camera. I see them on YouTube. They be right up on the phone like this. This is ascension. When you've had ascension, I'm like, no, you haven't had ascension, babe. You're in my space. You're basically in my face. You're literally in my face. And then when they sit up there and they try to act like an opposite sex, like so they sit up there and they're like, Leo, you've had blah blah blah, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the voice you was born in. You're a male. Why are you raising your voice so it sounds feminine? Why are you doing that? You're fake. You're fake, babe. You're fake. And when they do gestures, when they're like, and they're just doing all this and it seems unnatural, these thumbnails that seem like it was like calculating, fake. They're not taking screenshots of their videos. They're posing. They're manipulating the frequency. Anytime someone manipulates your frequency by certain posing this way and and that's how they take their pictures. Uh-uh. No, fake. That's fake. They're flesh focused. They're focused on the flesh too much. Anyone who focus on the flesh too much. And first of all, I know when people had ascension when I see the room that they're in and it looks too fancy. You haven't had ascension. If you're sitting on a couch with fancy stuff, fancy pillows, fancy blankets, you look like you got some expensive sofa in your room. You haven't had ascension. Lynn Richardson has not had ascension. She's always telling everybody to respect money. Yes, she lives in a place with all this shiny kitchenware. Her when you see her kitchen, it looks like it's a $10,000 kitchen. No, you haven't had ascension. People with ascension, we're not even worried about fancy things. We're not worried about living in expensive places. We don't chase that kind of stuff. We're not. We're trying to buy stuff that we need that will help people. We're okay with just a small little place and a refrigerator and a stove and a bed and a shelter over our head. We're not chasing the American dream of big fancy place and fancy lifestyle. We're not chasing that because that doesn't define who you really are. It doesn't define the power of your spirit. It just doesn't. And I'm just so sick and tired of everybody falling for these con artists, these shenanigans of people who want you to think that they had ascension because they're sitting there in fancy mansions, knowing that there's starving people. There's people here starving out here, people suffering, and they can actually go and spend $100,000, $200,000 on a house. Really? What for? What for? What for? Why do you need a $2,000 refrigerator? You shouldn't be packing that much food anyway. Why do you need the most expensive bed you can find up in the bed place? Why do you need those things? Master Survey is driving a Lamborghini. No, he has not had ascension. Because what? What does the Lamborghini do? Bring him more attention? He knows everybody likes Lamborghinis. So he's driving around in this Lamborghini to get attention. When he could just get him a nice, decent car in which he didn't spend extra money, unnecessary money to get and be comfortable. People with ascension we don't even want all that damn random attention. Ooh. You're saying everything I said, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you in timeout, Kevin, because you keep on saying we. You're just going by everything I said. Watch your energy here, because the people with ascension, we know that when we show up to somebody who's teaching it, we know how to be quiet. We know not to try to keep on like we. That's another thing that goes on out here. When someone's teaching, there's always that one person that always wants to keep on saying, we the same, we the same. Babe, get your own platform. If we the same, I want to go to your platform. Okay. I just want to see your platform. Because I put in too much work for having somebody keep on stepping into my classroom all the time, playing teacher with me. That's the harvesting energy. Get your own classroom. We see people with ascension can respect the stage and classroom of other people who had ascension. I can have ascension and I can go to Timothy Ward's channel and I can sit there quiet and be a student. I'm not going to be like, yeah, me and you, Tim, and da. Knowing that I don't have any type of business that's teaching this. No, that is literally trying to harvest energy. I would sit there quiet because I don't need the person with ascension to know that I've had ascension too. I don't need everybody that's listening to this person to know that so did I. I'm being a student. People with ascension knows that when you show up to people who's teaching you, you know nothing. You know nothing. I when I'm off this channel and I'm not teaching, I know nothing. I don't sit here and say, I know so much. I know so much about heaven ascension. I don't say that. I say I know nothing and I'm sitting here ready to receive. I'm not going to say I know about this. I know about this when I'm giving more. When I'm giving more information at that moment I know about it. I know this is deep. I know this is deep, but that's how your mind have to be. The moment you the moment you're not in a you're it's not your world, it's not your space to teach in, but you try to say that you know too, whatever you was going to know from your ascension, you're not going to know now because you weren't in a humble frequency. It's very humbling to be a listener in front of someone who you think you can do what they do. When you can be a listener, even when you think you can do what they do. Now that's very humbling. You get rewards for that because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people want to pick the biggest crowd out here, even though it's not their crowd, not their stage, not their class. And they want everybody to see that they can do something that no most people can't do. Unless you are teaching it, don't try to claim you can do it. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Sitting there just thinking you got it because you just got a big head of information that you're collecting, that you might be collecting. No, people that got it are also delivering it. Geniuses are creators and deliverers of the created creation. They're not sitting there just absorbing information. This is real, man. I really hope people take some of the information that I gave in this video and take it seriously. You're not even allowed to keep consuming information and think you can keep it to yourself. Knowledge is like money. Money is meant to travel. Money is meant to move. So if you think you have ascension and you're getting all this information and yet you're just sitting back keeping all the information to yourself, you're not you didn't have ascension. You're just faking it. You might have got the information from a demon. y'all, y'all, I'm calling it out, y'all. So I had to do the stream this way because the spell work corrupted the video that I planned on uploading, but I have other videos to upload. Okay, my oracle messages, some of them will be on the Hawk channel. Um, I am going to try to see if I can still get this video up, but it looks like the spell work corrupted it. I will get up the two other videos and see what happens. So y'all. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. See y'all later. Bye. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the donations. I don't want to get y'all. I don't like to get too close up in y'all face. Like just here. Bye, everybody.